Like,
Okay, trying to see any viewer. We have 2 minutes, right?
मतलब अच्छा वो फिर से उसी नंबर पे नया कॉन्टैक्ट क्रिएट हो जाएगा राइट
Can you see any viewers, Amit?
no, it's not started yet.
Okay, let's wait for 1 more minute, then we can start. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Abhishek Singh, senior developer from the product team, and joining with me is Nameer CK, senior developer on Hylobiz. Today, we are going to discuss about connected banking and its benefit for businesses. To start with, I will move on the first basic question. So, what is connected banking? Nameer, can you give us some brief? What do we mean about the term connected banking with Hylobiz?
Yeah, thanks, Abhishek, for the introduction and the question.
Yeah,
Yeah, so connected banking is a new banking experience with added advantage. So with this new experience, the customer can come to Hellobiz and connect their bank account, and once they connected their account, so they will be getting a more feature added advantages. You can see, so like Hellobiz majorly will do receivables
mhm,
and payable journey, right? And
correct.
mainly they can automate a reconciliation and all. So it's like more like a moving conventional fund transfer, downloading statement to a new improvised and smart way of making transaction, right? Which is easily tracked and maintained.
So it's more like a more feasible and smarter way of making transactions, right?
Yeah, correct, correct.
Like, you can say it can be a plug and play portal where users just have to log in into Hilobase and connect their bank account, and then they can start doing the same transactions which they are doing on banks. But on Hilobase they will get some added advantages.
Yeah, correct.
So as we have already spoke about the advantages, so do you have? Can you give us some insight about the advantages?
Yeah. So Abhishek, the advantages comes to when it comes to Hello is so we have receivables, payables, and so many features like stock house and API marketplace purchaser and as well, right? So with the
Correct.
connected banking, we have receivables journey as well as payables, right? So they will be having a real tracking of their receivables, payables, and with the same like how the users can see the bank statement balance and all the fund transfer, right? So the same thing
Correct.
users can do with in the Hylobiz as well without logging into an banking applications with the same security, right? With more security, you see. So
Yeah.
and so so the fund transfer and also bulk fund transfer we also have, right? As a feature.
So like when fund transfer and single fund transfer, users can come to our platform and then they can upload the file and they can proceed with the transfer at once, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And once this transaction gets approved, all the responses and status gets updated at Hylobiz side, which can be reconciled later on and can be viewed.
Yes, yes. So when it comes to receivable journey, we have ERP syncing and all right. So can you explain like a little brief about that?
So ERP syncing is like so many of the users are want to use many other ERPs for their invoices and reconciliation like Tally and Joe. And on Hylobiz, what we have done is we have already integrated with many ERPs such as Tally, Joe Books, and Joe. So what they can do, they can use their same ERP and they can sync their invoices on Hylobiz. What we will do, we will add some added advantages to that invoices by sending timely reminders and notifications to them so that the timely payments can be made to it. Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
you
yeah, continue, Namir.
Yeah, you're saying like when we will sync Hylobiz will be syncing the invoice from ERP and sending
Yeah,
payment reminders and payment link. So they can suppose a customer suppose I send an invoice to him, right? So
correct,
you may be transferring the money to means paying me via net banking from your own bank, right? So you'll be
correct,
saying you transfer the money, you can check, right? So you may need to
mhm,
go to bank application or web portal, net banking portal. I need to check the statement. I need to see it's happened or not, right? And again, you need to come to whichever ERP you are using, and you need to uh, update this. So instead, come to Hylobiz, so you can see the statement over in the if you whatever dashboard you connect bank you connected, respective dashboard, you can see the statement, and there you can see
correct,
the details of the transaction, and from there itself you can update the invoice, and you can easily settle, right?
correct, Namir. And with this connected banking, also I would like to add the point is that uh, users can also see the expenses which they are going to make for the particular ledgers. So this visibility comes when they are making the payments via Hylobiz using connected banking or any other payment mode. So
Yeah,
these are some of the added advantages.
yeah, correctly. Like if I want to pay, if you want to pay some money to me, so you can go to payables, and there is a future make payment, right? So
Correct,
you can initiate a payment to me. So like if you're connected with any bank over there, you will be able to, you will be seeing an option to make the payment via fund transfer. So whatever bank you connected, right?
correct.
So you will be doing the fund transfer over there, and Hylobiz will be getting the updated status, and system Hylobiz will be updating the invoice as well over there, right? So if
Correct.
the another point is like both the customer, like the seller and buyer, you can say the user and his
Mhm.
customer is both are on Hylobiz platform. So again, extra advantage is like uh, so I suppose I send an invoice to Abhishek. So we both are in Hylobiz, right? Platform we signed up and registered. So
Okay.
suppose I created or I sent an invoice to you. So Hylobiz will identify that yeah, Abhishek is also on Hylobiz. So what we'll do in my in your if you log into Hylobiz, and you can see in your payables that see this invoice raised by Nani, right? And this is a 1,000 rupees there. So you what you have already done is you already connected with your bank, and so there you can see an option to yeah you can settle this invoice with a fund
Mhm.
transfer. So you connected with Axis
Correct.
Bank, suppose, right? So there will be like option, yeah, you can settle this invoice via Axis Bank fund transfer. So what
Mhm.
you will do, click on Axis that settle invoice via fund transfer with Axis Bank. Then you will
Mhm.
log in and you authorize the transaction, and later the update, the status will be updated in the Hylobiz, right? Based on the status we get
based
from
on
the.
this. Yes. So basically, both the users are going to notified whether this transaction is successful or not, and what is the current update of that particular invoice or transactions.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Same time, like so this all are getting tracked. So in the at the ledger level, so user can see this much money I spent sent to Abhishek, right?
Mm.
Or you if you are sending transferring money to me, so you can go to Hello with Ledger and you can select see Namir. Uh, you can click on Namir and you will be seeing a dashboard, like you will be seeing all receivables, payables, then all the money flow through your from your account to Namir and all, right? So you'll be
Correct,
having a
correct.
relative visibility of your expense.
With that, Namir, so you already have worked on so many banks. You have integrated many banks. So can you share some of the challenges which we have faced while integrating with banks and enabling these features?
Okay, okay. So actually, we need to understand the flows, right? The bank
Correct.
flow, the bank to bank, that flows will be different, right? And also will be like so we have integrated two types of integration, right? API based
Right.
and redaction based.
Yeah.
So I think you have done some the integration based on redaction. Can you explain like how the basically before that I think we should tell like how a new customer come to Hellobiz and how the connection bank connected bank will work.
So, Namir, on Hylobiz, the connected banking journey is very simple. User only need to sign up on Hylobiz platform and need to go through the document verification, and it is a prerequisite to connect your bank account. Once the document verification is completed, user can uh, enter their credentials and connect their bank account. And after authorization, their bank account will be connected to the Hylobiz account. Once this authorization is completed, user will be able to see the options like do a fund transfer, add beneficiary. They can view the statements, and all these features will be available. And also, once they connected, they will be also able to make the payments from payables, as you have said. They can go to payables. They have any pending payables. If they wanted to make the payment, they can simply click on make payment and make the transfer using that connected bank. So this is the process, and like you have said, we have done two types of APIs basically for this connection connected banking journey. One is the redirection, and one other one is API based. So I have worked on Access with the redirection journey. So in the redirection journey, user have to redirect to the Axis Bank server for authorizing the transaction or authorizing any particular beneficiary request or a deletion request. Once this authorization is completed at Axis Bank side, all the responses and status came to us again, and it gets updated at Hylobiz side. So it's like a seamless process itself, but user have to redirect to Axis Bank server to complete their transactions. For API based, I think you have worked on Yes Bank, so you can tell us more about how this API based integration works
Yeah.
on Hylobiz.
So actually, so on Cortex side, how we done is like, so for first time, the customer needs to come click on this connect Kotak Bank, right? So we'll be redirecting to this Kotak Bank page itself. So we'll need to give the
Mhm.
consent for this. So once consent done, so we'll be getting the authorization, the response from the bank, and so the customer will be redirected to the back Kotak dashboard. So from there, they can the user can do uh, can will be seeing the balance and what all the list of the accounts it linked to this particular customer ID, right? And statement also they can see it over there.
Okay, Ramit. So, Ramit, what with this connected banking, can we say that it's a more smarter way to make transactions within an ecosystem?
Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah. So Uh, so normally how we do? So we will suppose I transfer money to you, right?
right?
So I will be transferring money to several contacts as well. So at that moment, suppose if you want to see to whom you are transfer the money and all, suppose in a month, right? It's
Right.
very it will take another what you will do what you normally you do. You will be going to bank portal, login bank portal, and download the
Correct.
statement for the month, right? And you will see
Correct.
you need to figure it out to whom uh, all
To
are
whom you have made the payment and
yeah, yeah, and all you need to see, right?
correct. And in that process also a manual intervention will come where you need to map all these details manually.
Yes,
So
yes, yes,
it can also cause some error in reconciliation later on.
yes, yes. So yeah, correct.
So as of now, can you tell us how many banks are we integrated with and what are the future plans for it?
So right now we integrated Kotak Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Yes Bank, and Axis Bank. So
Right,
more
right.
banks will be coming.
Yeah, Namir, continue. My network just got disconnected. Tell me.
Yeah. So I was saying, so we were connected already connected Yes Bank, Axis Bank, and Kotak Bank, right? And more
Yeah.
banks are coming.
Okay.
It's already in the roadmap, right? Yeah.
Namir, moving forward, can you share us some of your learnings which you have learned while integrating many banks with Hylobiz?
So it's kind of we get to know how the bank works apart from how we normally do the transfers, right? So we'll get to know now, like while working with banks, we will get to know how
Yeah.
the fund transfer and all the things in back and happening. It's a kind of a two-way knowledge exchange as well.
Same with me. Like I have learned so much from doing this integration. Like the communication which we were making with banks and our team for enabling these features, and the knowledge which like these banks are works on at very different technologies, and we work on different technologies. So implementing those on our technology, it was a learning experience for me as well. Can you share some more insight on the connected banking journey which we can discuss? Or
Okay. Yeah, so one more thing is like, see, whenever we sync the ERPs, right? See, syncing the ERP invoices from ERP, right? So we
yeah.
do reversing kind of like we will be updating. So if we get the if you suppose you are updated the invoice, right? If from the statement you got the details and you updated the invoice payment, right?
Hmm.
So you
Correct.
will be you'll be getting a UTR number and you'll be updating the invoice that you received from this guy and right. So
Yeah, right,
that
Namit.
particular invoice using from the ERP that will be updated back to that particular ERP by Hylobiz. So like
Okay,
it
Namit.
will be synced back to the particular ERP as well, which he connected already.
So with that, we can come to the conclusion that it is very useful for the journey of users who are wanted to try this connected banking, right?
Yes, yes. So reconciliation will be getting automatically done, right? So that's me.
Right. Right. So thanks, Amir. I think do we have any questions in the comments? Can wait for it, or if there is no questions, we can wrap this call.
Yeah, we can wait for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we can wait for 2 minutes. And Amir, we have So I think we can wrap up the call. So
Okay.
it was nice talking to you, Namit. Thanks for joining
Okay.
me
Thanks.
in the session.
Thanks, Abhishek, for the
Yeah,
session. And yeah, thanks. Bye.
thanks. See ya. Bye bye.